You ready? Let's do it. The Lost Moon Festival. Once upon a time in the village of nestled between emerald hills and valleys that echoed with the laughter of sprites, there lived a tribe that worshipped the moon, the silvery orb in the velvet sky. Their biggest event, the annual Moon Festival, was drawing near. On the night of the full moon, the whole village would gather together, singing, dancing, and sharing stories under the soft glow of the moon. But this year, something strange happened. The night of the festival arrived, but when the villagers looked up at the sky, they saw nothing but an endless expanse of black void. The moon was nowhere to be seen. Fear gripped their hearts. Could this be a curse? In this moment of despair, 3 young friends, Leela, Ravi, and Tara, stepped forward. They were inseparable since childhood, each bringing unique strengths to their bond. Lila, with her sharp wit and storytelling skills, Ravi, the strong blacksmith with a heart of gold, and Tara, the healer, known for her kindness and gentle touch. They were determined to find out the reason behind the missing moon and restore it back to the sky. Their journey led them to the edge of the Forbidden Forest, a place shrouded in mystery and danger. No one had ever ventured into its dense shadows and returned, but the friends were undeterred. Armed with an old map, some provisions, and most importantly, their unbreakable bond, they ventured into the forest. The forest was dark and foreboding. Tall trees blocked out the sunlight, creating an eerie atmosphere. Strange sounds echoed around them, making the hairs on their arms stand on end. Yet the friends pressed on, their determination growing stronger with each step. Suddenly, the trees parted, and they found themselves in a clearing. In the center stood a magnificent oak, its branches reaching towards the sky like gnarled fingers. And beneath it sat an old, hooded figure. "Greetings, travelers," the figure said, his voice raspy but kind. "I am the guardian of the forest, and I have been waiting for you." The friends explained their quest, and the guardian listened patiently. When they finished, he spoke. "The moon has not vanished. It has been hidden by the Shadow Eater, a creature of darkness that feeds on people's negative emotions. To retrieve it, you must face 3 trials, each testing a different aspect of your being. Only if you succeed will you restore the moon and break the curse." With newfound determination, the friends began their journey to find the Shadow Eater. Along the way, they faced many challenges. The Guardian had warned them, and they knew the journey would be fraught with peril. First, they had to cross a deep ravine, but instead of a bridge, they found only a few sturdy vines hanging precariously over the chasm. "How are we supposed to get across?" asked Ravi, his voice echoing in the vast emptiness. "We could try to crawl across," suggested Tara, eyeing the swaying vines with apprehension. "But it seems so risky." "Don't worry, I have an idea," said Leela, her eyes sparkling with mischief. She divided the heavy stones on the ground into 2 piles, balancing them carefully. "Ravi, you push this pile off the edge. I'll make sure the other side is clear. Then you can run across before the stones hit." Trusting Leela's plan, Ravi nodded and pushed the stones into the ravine. They landed with a splash, causing the water to ripple. Now safe to cross, the friends continued their journey. Their path led them to a small cottage hidden amidst the trees. Smoke curled from its chimney, and the smell of fresh baking bread wafted through the air. Hope surged within them. Maybe someone lived here who could help them. But as they approached, a gruff voice boomed from inside. "Be gone, you wretched children! This is a cursed abode, shunned by all." Startled, the friends hesitated. Just then, an old woman hobbled to the door. Her eyes, though clouded with age, held a sharp glint. "You seek the Shadow Eater's lair," she rasped. "Then listen closely. The creature feeds on fear and doubt. If you wish to stand a chance against it, you must conquer those demons within yourselves." With that cryptic warning, she vanished back into the cottage. As they pondered the woman's words, a low growl echoed through the forest. A large wolf emerged from the bushes, its eyes gleaming menacingly. Before the friends could react, "Hell!" screamed Tara, instinctively reaching out for Lila and Ravi. The wolf skidded to a halt, its eyes softening. "What is it?" whispered Ravi, awestruck. The wolf lowered its head, whimpering softly. Tara, remembering the old woman's words, knelt beside it, gently stroking its fur. She murmured soothing words. As she did, the wolf seemed to relax, its growls subsiding into soft whines. "It's hurt," whispered Tara, her gaze meeting Ravi's. "I think it's hurt." Taking charge, Ravi Rum family first aid kit, pouring some water from a nearby stream into a small bowl. "Can you eat this?" asked Lila gently. The wolf lapped up the water eagerly. It looked up at Lila, its eyes filled with gratitude. "I think it wants us to follow it," said Ravi, noticing the direction the wolf had taken after drinking the water. The friends, feeling an overwhelming sense of trust, followed the wolf deeper into the forest. After what felt like hours, the forest began to thin, revealing a clearing bathed in moonlight. In the center stood a magnificent silver tree, its leaves shimmering like 1,000 stars. As they approached, the tree rustled, and a gentle voice echoed through the clearing. "Welcome, children of the moon. You have shown great courage and compassion on your journey, and for that, I am grateful. We're here because we want to save our village," said Leela.